Hello, my name is Richard Church, and I'm a member of the Baltimore-Washington Conference Committee on Native American Ministries. I'm also an enrolled member of the Gun Lake Band of Potawatomi Indians of Michigan. I'm pleased to be able to share information about Native American Ministries Sunday with you. Within the United Methodist Church, there are 6 church-wide special Sundays with offerings to provide our congregations with an opportunity to be a part of these ministries. Today is set aside as Native American Ministries Sunday to focus our attention and make a special offering for ministries that serve Native American people, especially for leadership development, outreach ministries, education, and advocacy. It is a time when United Methodists recognize the gifts and contributions made by Native Americans to society. United Methodists celebrate Native American Ministries Sunday on the 3rd Sunday of Easter, but it is perfectly fine for local congregations to choose to celebrate it on a different date. The combined giving from Native American Ministries Sunday is used to support the training of ministers from local communities who are committed to serving the cultural and spiritual needs in local congregations. Through Native American Ministries giving, there are now over 100 Native people who have been seminary trained and ordained as elders and deacons. As our nation is challenged with the ongoing COVID pandemic, Native American communities are disproportionately impacted due to existing disparities such as access to health care, social, and economic resources. But there is a further cultural crisis facing Native American tribal communities. Within any tribal community, the elders and those with underlying health conditions are the most at risk. When an elder walks on, it affects the entire community structure because they are the ones who possess and pass on the unique historical knowledge of culture, language, and spirituality to the younger generations. The knowledge that they carry with them on their journey cannot be recovered. There are 157 Native American congregations within the United Methodist Church where the traditions and cultures are honored in the service of Jesus Christ. These churches are in a unique position to support communities and families through the crisis of this pandemic. While we are unable to provide more extensive information in the limited time available to us today, the Baltimore-Washington Conference Committee on Native American Ministries is planning a free online webinar, and we invite you to join us in early May, where we will have a more in-depth conversation on Native American perspectives on meaningful ministries, the impacts of the pandemic on tribal communities, and how we as individuals or congregations may be of support. We'll provide more specific information through the Baltimore-Washington Conference e-Connection newsletter. I invite you to support our brothers and sisters in prayer and through your financial contributions. When you give generously on Native American Ministries Sunday, you equip seminary students who will honor and celebrate Native American culture in their ministries. You empower congregations to find fresh new ways to minister to their communities with Christ's love. And you help the Native American congregations to support their families and communities through the devastating impacts of this pandemic. Thank you for sharing this time with the Committee on Native American Ministries, and thank you.